People, Deluded, I'm back again. Now, Arsenal's under 23's away to Manchester City, drew 1-1. It now leaves us third. I believe, I can't remember who's above us, but whoever it is has a game in hand. And we actually have the North London derby at this level as our next fixture. So it's a well-deserved point, people. We've worked hard for the point. I feel in the end, both teams deserve to walk away with something. Both teams had a lot of chances and both teams should really praise their keepers respectively. For us, I believe his name is XHAKA. I cannot pronounce his name, the young Estonian lad. And Bazunu, I believe, Irish lad at Manchester City. They bought him from Ireland. He was getting a lot of praise and was coveted by a lot of clubs, allegedly, people, before making the move. So yeah, obviously at this level it was nice to see Ben Cottrell start. I think he's a very good central midfielder, primarily for Arsenal's under 18s, making the step up now. 17-year-old, he can fill in that on the flanks as well. He's even seen him play left back. Who knows where he'll end up long term, but in terms of doing his thing and consistency, he deserves his start at this level. And he joins his former partner in crime in Matt Smith at this level, another centre mid who's been alright, people. And I personally believe them two footballers, again, I don't care for potential and rating players and stuff, but I do believe they're two players I do believe Arsenal fans underrate. They don't necessarily look at these young players. All the others get the hype. And Ben, for what it's worth, Ben had a couple of chances. He tested their keeper and their keeper made some fine saves. But I feel early on, well, for the majority of the game, I'd say for the first 20 odd minutes, over 20 minutes, I'm not going to lie, it was all Man City, people. We were pegged in, real penned in our own half. No real way of getting out. Man City seemed to always be, the ball always used to keep finding its way back to Manchester City. I feel, was it Bowler at left back? Forgive me if I'm wrong. He had a long day. Yeah, man, the City were just all over us, and they really should have scored more. And should have looked to build on their early pressure in the opening exchanges. Man, is it Bernabé, the Spanish lad, left winger primarily, putting in a couple dangerous passes, people, into the box. Took us a while to get anything really going with our players, really, again, and really get at the other end of the pitch and have an effort at their goal and things like that. They took the lead in the 33rd minute, and I do think it was a poor goal to concede. I think we done well initially. It looked like a set-piece routine from a corner, or who knows, they might have planned this whole move, but seemed like the short corner didn't work. They had to recycle it to the other side. I can't remember who it fell to from City, but City put in, whoever it was, lovely ball back into our box. Pandeva, former Arsenal player many years ago, isn't marked. Arsenal player's unaware over his shoulder. He slots it home. It's 1-0. I think City deserve to take the lead. They've been playing well. We haven't been playing bad, but we need to wake up and really up it and show the Arsenal intensity and quality to get something out of this game. We're playing Manchester City, people. Do I need to spell it out for you? I've just said a Spanish man. I've just said an Irish player. They clearly sourced the best players in the country and abroad, people. Look at their recruitment, people. Look how they just took Morgan Rogers, for example, from West Brom. Their recruitment at all levels is crazy, and I believe he's at the Under-17s World Cup. But Jaden Rath, if he played against us, it would have been long. He's a very tricky customer on the flanks, but very skillful. But they went 1-0 up. They deserved it. Saving grace, though, is that we seem to wake up and start to play and start to think to ourselves, yo, we're Arsenal. We can do something. We're having some good moves. We got down the other end. I believe it's an initial corner put into the box. From where I saw it, I couldn't make out who was who, but it looked like Trey Coyle did very well in the box. It eventually fell to Nathan Tormey, who scored his third goal at this level this season, and he's doing all right at 23's level. Instant reaction. We scored around 3-4 minutes later, so it's an instant reaction, and it's put ourselves in the best position to go out there and get something out of the game. Like I said, Ben had a couple chances. Balogun had a couple chances that my heart was in my mouth. I thought he put in. We tested their keeper. Likewise, they tested ours, and XHAKA made a number of good saves, people. I feel we was doing all right. I feel we're working hard in the engine room in midfield. I feel Matt Smith is being a busybody, grinding, trying to make something happen. Ben is making runs forward. I feel Balogun is making good runs, but I don't know. It's just not happening for us to get that second, people. Really and truly, I'm happy with how we reacted. We reacted very well, people. Like I said, man. I felt all in all, both teams could have scored more, but both teams probably happy to take a point. They'll probably concede that they probably should have taking their chances, probably should have built on what they could do a bit more. But a point's good, man, because both keepers saved the day, really. Second half became a bit open, and it was good to watch as a fan of youth football, because there became a lot of space and both teams started to show their confidence in their technical abilities. Both teams, like I said, pressed for the winner, but it just weren't meant to be for either respective side. So it is what it is. City have a number of good quality prospects, and they're going to have good careers, whether they complete a near enough impossible task of making it at City or going abroad to advance their careers, another thing. But I believe them players, they are very good. For us, at the end of the day, it's a difficult place to play, a difficult side to play at this level. We get a point. Hopefully we go one better and claim all three against Spurs in our next fixture. But it is what it is, man. Obviously, not really disappointing, not really an exciting week at all levels at Arsenal. Obviously, against Blackburn at under 18s level, we lost. We obviously drew today, not the worst of results. And we obviously drew with the first team against Palace. So it is what it is. Nice to see our under 16s one though, and Kyan Edwards is doing his thing, and he's a striker I'm excited to see full time really as a first year scholar next season, if he is given a scholarship and he does sign a scholar, and I think he should be given one because he is good. But for now, people, deluded. I haven't got much more to say, so I'm going to get out of here.